Hello everyone and welcome back to Dog Sled Saga, and I don't think we're gonna hire another dog just yet, but we may end up doing something else here. So what I think is probably gonna happen, like I don't think we'll get out of any fees or anything by doing this, but last time we talked a lot about breeding our dogs, and there was quite a lot of discussion, and actually you guys had some pretty split opinions. I was amazed at how much you guys had different ideas on this. There were actually, you guys had a lot of different, and it's not letting me pet them now, you guys had a lot of different ideas and a lot of different reasons that you had chosen those opinions, and I did go through and tally it all up. And even though it was pretty split, there was one opinion that did have just a little bit more support, and so that's what we're going to end up doing. And so we've been talking about, where is he? Here he is. We've been talking about Duncan and about who is going to be his mate, because last time we found out that Duncan has he has the favorite thing of petting, but he's also got the middle specialty, and that's something that we've never seen a dog have before. So he's a natural at the middle, and we want to pass that aptitude on, because so far all of our other middle dogs have had, they've only been able at the middle. They've been a natural at the lead or a natural at the wheel, and that's just not that's not as good. It's not working as well, and it is slowing us down a little bit. And so we want to try and have some more natural middle dogs, and because of that, Duncan is probably going to be the first dog that we end up breeding. And so we talked a lot about that yesterday. What am I saying? We talked a lot about this in the last episode, and you guys have been discussing it. And out of all the dogs that we have here who could potentially be his mate, you guys have decided that Snowball is the one that you would like to see, and that there's a lot of reasons for that. A lot of you guys said that she does have a good skill. Speed boost is one of the ones we definitely like. It helps quite a lot, and her fault isn't the greatest, but hopefully that won't pass on. Or what is Duncan's actually? I have to see what his is. But she's also, she's an able at the middle, so the puppy will at least be able at the middle at the very least, and will be able to be in that position. Favorite thing of Fame is not bad, although I would like to try to get petting. And so yeah, Snowballs does seem like a pretty good option. I think the most major disadvantage would be her fault. Which is not such a nice one, but it's okay. His fault is better. So if we happen to get a puppy that has most of Duncan's abilities, then that would be really good. But Snowballs are not that bad either, and would be a good close second. Because, well, Fame is probably my third favorite of. Well, actually, maybe not my third favorite. It's better than Weather for sure, but we haven't had one with Weather. Victory is probably my second favorite, and then the Perfect Catches and Consecutive Catches are probably my next favorite, but Fame is right after that, because Fame generally isn't too terrible if you have more than 3 dogs in a race. It's not generally too terrible to get that, because you can get catches at the same time. So, what we're actually going to do is we're going to take Duncan and Snowball, and we'll go on quick errands. Both of them are rested up and everything. So we're going to go on quick errands, and I think we should be able to do this. So we'll go ahead and select breeding, and we're going to put Duncan and Snowball, and so we still will have 2 middle dogs, but they'll have to run every race. So Chase is still a middle dog, and Am is still a middle dog, and so they'll just be holding up the team while these 2 are gone. We won't be able to swap them out, unfortunately, but I don't think these guys will be gone for too long. So here's all the things that could potentially affect this. Oh yeah, and it does have, you guys were telling me that it does happen to have the it does check for inbreeding. I didn't actually remember it did that, but it does check for inbreeding naturally, and so that's a very good thing. That'll make it a little bit easier with organizing our family tree as it continues to grow, because we will eventually be breeding most or all of our dogs at some point and finding them mates, and then their descendants will eventually become the next team, and it'll kind of just pass on through the generations. And so it's good that it checks for that, because this family tree could get a little complicated. Let's see. Snowball's natural aptitude is the lead. She has the speed boost skill, the wavering fault, and the favorite thing is Fame. And she's happy. She has rapport with Duncan, and She's not related to him. And then Duncan's natural aptitude is middle, which we definitely want to pass on. Second wind is a pretty good skill. Actually, I think Snowball's skill is better, so if we could get that, that would be good. His fault is tangle prone, which is not a terrible one. And his favorite thing is petting, which we also definitely want to pass on. Okay, his happiness is great. He's got rapport with Snowball, and he's not related to her. So we should be good to go. And we'll go ahead and hit start. They'll be at the breeder and unavailable for 4 weeks, and the breeder's fee is $3,000, so a little bit more than just having a dog that you get from the from hiring. So there's high potential for either of these. High potential for either skill, high potential for either fault, and high potential for either of these. So it looks like either, we could literally see a split of either one. And so I think we have the chance to help condition the puppy as well. So like to kind of see what the puppy is going to get and then maybe try for something else if we don't like it. And so I think that'll be over these 4 weeks. So we might even get to see the puppy come home this time. Yeah, we'll see how that ends up working. So I'm going to send these guys off. All set. Expect to hear news from the breeder in 4 weeks. All right, you guys. Well, they're going to be off, and we'll see how that goes. And, oh, it did drop our fees, so they won't actually be here for the fees, and we won't have to pay the dog fee for them, so that'll be kind of nice. And it will charge us $3,000, though. When I assume when we get the puppy, so we gotta make sure we have at least that much at all times. With that said, let's get our current team resting and make sure that that Squirrel is gonna get some training. Alright, let's go here. These guys all raced with us today, and Squirrel will get to do some training over the end of the day. There we go. And I think, so, how is everyone? Everyone has great happiness right now. We'll probably, well, actually, I don't know which lead dog we'll put in the next race, but I'm gonna put all of our, our middle, or all of our other dogs are in training, and then we'll leave Shasta here with training with Greg because he's already had more training, and so he doesn't need to experience up anymore, whereas Squirrel, actually, Squirrel doesn't. I thought she still did. Okay, then it really doesn't matter what we do. Alright, and we have a race right before fees are due. Okay. So, let's see. Rory, you are going to be the wheel again. Chase and Aeon, you're in the middle. And Squirrel, okay, you have had your favorite thing 13 days ago. Shasta had it 4 days ago. Okay, so Squirrel's going to be in the race. And Shasta will go ahead and get to do some training. So there we go. And it looks like 0% chance of fault, so that's good. And everybody should have low exhaustion. I think we'll be alright here. And we will try and get up to the next league pretty soon here. Actually, they're not ready yet. I keep forgetting with low exhaustion we don't have to feed quite as frantically as we sometimes do. But, oh no, I missed. I'm sorry. Oh, and they got it at the same time, so that's good. We really need to get these two to get it at the same time. But, we don't, oh, and we gotta make sure we don't let them tangle. Okay, oh, she did alright. She pulled it up ahead. There we go. But what was I even saying? I had a thought and I completely lost it. It'll come back to me, don't worry. But yeah, so we have skills coming out already, but yeah, I'm not used to the lower exhaustion races. Oops. Because we tend to have, we've been working with some of the dogs that have had a lot, like they haven't had quite as much training, and so they've gotten tired more quickly. And so it's not, I'm not as used to that, and I have to remember to not throw the treats quite as, in quite as rapid succession there. Alright, oh, they gotta jump again. But oh yeah, what I was saying is we will try and get up to the next league. Nope, I don't think I made it. Oh, I did make it, okay. But we will try and make it up to the next league soon here. But we need to have at least 3 middle dogs available at all times. And that means that right now, since we only have 4 and 2 of them are at the breeders, that we can't do that. Oops. That we can't league up yet because we don't have 3 middle dogs at all times. So hopefully once the puppy comes back, that'll change things, and we can start racing the puppy and training the puppy to be hopefully a middle dog. I'm really hoping, you guys. Oh, and we missed Rory, but she wasn't that hungry anyway. Alright, there we go. First place again. And we've almost got everybody maxed out on fatigue capacity, it looks like. Everybody got some fame. Oh, we have rapport going up with Squirrel. And everybody should be, oh, it's up to none? What? I don't know what happened. Okay, then. Bills are due. Okay, yes. And we're fine. We've got more than enough, we have more than enough, what am I saying? We have more than enough to pay our bills, and we should for next time too, but I want to see if we can get up to the next league possibly for that. So let's get everybody rested who just raced. I'm not going to worry too much about the training, honestly, about who does training, because this is easier. Oh, we got a sponsorship offer. Oh, level 4 funding. Okay, I'm not giving up the food bag. Honestly, I'm going to remove the rope because we haven't really needed it. And 20% of the monthly expenses is pretty darn good. So we'll discard that, and that'll help us out quite a lot, and be a pretty good thing. Alright, let's go ahead and make sure everybody keeps training. And a 3-dog one, okay. Okay, you're not going to be the lead dog because you're going to struggle in that position. I'm gonna put Squirrel, even though, well, actually, I'll put Shasta for this one because, I think we've been having some decently easier races recently, and actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap out Aeon, and we'll put, no, I want to race, hold on. We'll put Chase in training, because Chase isn't going to get any fame this race, because he's in the middle. It's going to be really hard to get fame for him when there's only one dog in the middle. It's easier when you have two, and so we'll let him train, but then this way Anne should still be able to get her victory. Her favorite thing is victory, and so she should still be able to get that. If I can actually articulate my words and communicate what I'm trying to say, that would be lovely. Alright. And, because see, these two will probably... Oh, that was cool. These two will probably get some fame. Oh, are you... You're still good, okay. But yeah, Rory and Shasta will probably still get some fame. Oops, why am I throwing to Rory? I just already gave her some. I'm getting too amped up because I'm used to the faster races that have more dogs. But yeah, so, alright, let's toss it to you, Rory, and then we'll toss it to Shasta, and then to Aeon, and they both are ready. Alright, I gotta wait for the perfects on this because we need to make sure we're gonna get up there. And, alright, I think we'll be okay. And, no, I missed Rory. There we go. For some reason, I have so much trouble getting it to Rory lately, even though she's the closest and therefore should be the easiest. Alright. I missed both of them. Oh my goodness. There we go. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with getting the food to them. I guess it must just be an off day. But yeah. So, let's see here. But yeah, we want to make sure we're going to get dogs that'll actually be gaining something from the race if we can. And so, we'll race Chase next time, probably, unless it's another 3-dog, because I do want to try and get him some fame. But, like, I don't think he'll get any on a race like this in most cases, because the middle dogs generally don't unless there's more than one, because then you can start getting catches at the same time and have them consecutively catch, or not consecutively, if they simultaneously catch a treat, then you get some fame. Okay, you ready for some, Shasta? There we go. He was ready for food and ready to run. Alright, and we're in first already, so we're probably getting rather near the end of the race. Yep, there we go. And I think we should be good. No sweat. That's a pretty chill one. I just can't imagine how chaotic 5-dog races are going to be once we get to them. And we will get to them next time we go up a league. So, okay, everybody's good with fatigue. We should be fine. And we're not going to qualify for the league right now. We're going to do that a lot closer to when our dues are due. Oh my goodness, sorry, my voice just went out, I don't know why. But to when our dues are due, we'll do that a lot closer then. Alright, let's see here. Let's care for the dogs that just raced with us. And then we're going to go back to training. There we go. And I should be petting him in between, although most of these guys aren't quite as fond of petting as Duncan is. And I don't know when we'll first start working. Oh, you know what? I think the dogs come back and then the puppy stays at the breeder for a little while. I think that's what happens. I'm not positive, but, oh, and we got another 3 dogs. So I'm going to just race the same team. Or you know what? No, I'm going to swap out Shasta for Squirrel, but we'll let Chase rest a little bit more, and hopefully we'll have a 4 dog soon, because I do want to race him, but he's not going to get any benefit from a race like this, most likely. Alright, and let's get ready. It should be pretty slow still because, again, we have Squirrel who's going to have low exhaustion this time, but we do have to get her skill up, and so... Oh, this is actually a situation where Aeon's fault could be pretty bad, though, because, like, okay, if you have a 3-dog team, then you really, as a middle dog, you can't really buddy her up with anyone, and so you just have to rely entirely on knowing when she's ready to be fed. And because her fault is that she doesn't show when she's hungry, and so she can get exhausted because you didn't even know she was ready to be fed, and so you have to just track the timing really precisely. And I keep feeding these guys too fast because they're not quite ready for the perfect, or they're not quite ready for it. Do all of them have the Tangle Free skill? I think they all have Tangle Free. Not that I mind the skill, but it doesn't do a whole lot, so that's one we'll probably end up trying to breed out over the generations, because it doesn't do as much as I would like it to. Alright, do we actually get that to her? Not quite. We did get that to her. Okay, I didn't think we were going to, so I had another one ready to go right there. Alright, and we got it to those guys. We got another tree coming up. I'm going to try and rebound it. I failed. You have to time those perfectly, and most of the time when I have a dog catch a rebound off a tree, it's not even an intended thing. It just happens and turns out really cool. And it's just like, well, that was neat. I have no idea how I did that. Oops, that was not good. Alright, let's see. We missed Rory, but we can still get it to her now. And that actually gave us a perfect, so that's good. And here we go. We're in second, but I think we can make it up there pretty quickly. There we go. And into first, right at the end of the race. And everybody's happy because victory... Yeah, that's pretty good. Victory is probably my second favorite because as long as you're winning, you get that one a lot. Open warp to Fame level 8 with Squirrel. But yeah, as long as you're actually winning races, you get Fame quite... Or you get victory quite readily. And so that one generally is a pretty nice skill to have. The downside is you do have to be constantly racing the dogs that have it, which is why I do prefer the petting skill, because you can get that one at any time. And so I hope we'll see that come into play more through the generations. And we're not going to rely solely on breeding our dogs for the team, especially as we get into further generations, because of course, eventually you're going to end up with everybody having common ancestors. And so we will still be taking on, new dogs to the team from just hiring them. But we'll see how that ends up working out. Okay, so Squirrel could do pretty well here. I think we'll end up, oh, pardon me. Sorry about that, you guys. My phone decided to go off, and I almost missed a jump thanks to that. And Aeon's tired. Thank you, phone, for ruining my pattern here. We'll just have to give Aeon an extra day off. She can probably get that when Duncan and Snowball get back from the breeders. So if I remember correctly with this, then what happens here is that the dogs will get back, and then once they're back, then we start working with the puppy. Oh no, Chase, I'm sorry. Oh no, I remember your fault. That's why we... Oh, your fault is really bad. No, Chase, come on. There we go, we got it to him just in the nick of time. Oh, we really need to make sure that we are consistently racing when we can, but there wasn't much we could do about that because there were several 3-dog races right there, and so there really wasn't anything we could do to prevent that. Oh, Oh boy, oh boy, oh man, right at the last second, that was really close. Oh my goodness, that was really close. I'm not used to the race being that close. I almost thought we weren't going to win, and then Aeon did take a little bit of extra fatigue there, which wasn't so good, but she'll be okay. She just has to rest it off. I beat that jerk in a race again yesterday. The crowd loves our rivalry, so my team got more famous. Indeed, that's always a good thing, although I think our team is pretty much as famous as they're going to get at this point. Let's see. I think what we'll do... We'll see if we can get up to the point where the puppy comes home, if we can, or at least get a little closer. So I'm gonna caretake for these guys. It's nice because right now what we can do is we can just stick the others here. We don't have to worry about not having enough slots, and we'll go back to training here. And I think I hope there's no problem in not letting it play the whole animation. I don't think there should be. We have a sponsorship offer coming up, and we should have the puppy here in just a few days. So we have another race. We'll go ahead and enter that. And Rory, why are you in the middle? You're not supposed to be there. And Shasta, you're supposed to be in front. We're definitely going to race Shasta because he needs to be raced, and Squirrel does not have the training anyway to have a low exhaustion rate, so we'll be fine with this. Hopefully Shasta's not too upset about not having his favorite thing for a while. He's pretty easy to please. I think he likes perfect catches, right? He's pretty easy to please once he gets in a race, but again, it's one of those things where you have to actually get into the race for that. Okay, oh boy. Alright, and we're good. Okay. Now that we have the ordering established, it should be a little bit better. And I think we should be a little bit easier to be able to get these guys fed in proper timing. And actually, I think you probably have the potential to go faster when you have a team that's inexperienced, because if they get tired faster, then technically you can give them perfects more often. And if you're giving them perfects more often, then... Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, Aeon, please don't... Oh my goodness, Shasta, your fault! This is not good. I don't even know what his is. Oh, he's tangle prone. Oh, that's right. That's not bad for Shasta because he's in the lead. But yeah, technically, couldn't you give them perfects more often then? And because of that, then they could go faster? I don't actually know. I feel like that might be the case. It's more stressful for you, for sure, but I feel like that might be the case. So let's see here. We got another tree coming up. We should be okay though. Okay, we're almost past the tree. And okay, we gotta jump. Oh, and they both missed it because of that. Oh no, are they getting tired then? Uh-oh. Oh, we have a tangle. We got a tangle. That's not good. That's not good. I thought I could get on that and I didn't quite make it. All right. And that is the first tangle we've had in a long time, but I think we'll still make it into first here. Alright, let's feed these guys, and yeah, we're fine. Despite a little bit of a mishap, we're okay. Alright, there we go. And there we are. Everybody's almost maxed out on fatigue. Report it. What? That is some sort of visual error. I don't know why. Okay, I don't know what that... With Finn? Was that... Is that... Wait a minute. I don't... Okay, that's some sort of visual glitch. Alright, popularity of your team with dog sledding fans has attracted the attention of a sponsor. Nope, we're fine. We did... Yeah, we're gonna discard that. We did have a tangle, but that wasn't because we didn't have good enough rope. That was because I wasn't watching carefully enough. Let's see. Oops, I don't want to train. I want to rest them. And the puppy should be here any day. Or not here, but the puppy should be... we should be able to start training with the puppy any day now, and the other dogs should come back. We should have Duncan and Snowball get back pretty shortly here. So here we go. I think just one more day. Yes! Okay. Oh, and it's a little German Shepherd! Oh, great news. Snowball and Duncan returned with a new puppy. Now I get to give her a name. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, I didn't actually think this through. I don't have a name for her at the moment. Oh goodness. What's a good name? I think I'm just gonna name her after my dog Sierra. Because I have a German Shepherd and, That's just the first thing that comes to mind at this point. So, I guess I should start taking puppy names at this point. And they're back, so they are here now, and we can actually now, next time we'll go ahead and try and qualify for the next league, because we have the money, we have this coming up, and we now have enough dogs to be able to do it. So, and we'll get to start working with little Sierra soon here. But yeah. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here for today, and I will start taking puppy names if you guys have ideas. I will start taking some ideas from you guys, so you can just submit those in the comments section, and I'll go through next time we have a puppy and look at some names. And I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here for today, though. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.